Hi my dear students, hope you are doing good. This is Lavanya and I am back with a brand new lecture on force and laws of motion which is for class 9. So without much delay, let us start. So I would like to start the lecture on a very positive note, and today's quote is, believing in yourself is the first secret of success. So all my dear students, you have to have a very firm belief in yourself and your dreams and your abilities that you can achieve your dreams as well. Let us proceed with the lecture now. So today's topic is force. What is a force? A force is a push or pull acting on a body that tends to change the state of rest or motion of the object. It means that if an object is at rest, force tends to bring it to motion, and if it is in motion, it tends to bring it to rest. It changes the shape and size of the object, speed and direction of the object, and it is denoted by the symbol capital F. Another very important thing to note here is that the effect of force can be seen. Force can't be seen, but its effects can be seen and felt. Let us see some more examples. So here you can see the pictures. In the first picture, the batsman hits the ball and the ball changes its direction. I am tracing the path of the ball here. The ball comes from here, the batsman hit it, and the ball changes the direction. In the second example, the goalkeeper is trying to stop the football from entering the goalpost. All of you must have seen a football match. What is the work of a goalkeeper? He tries to prevent the football from entering the goalpost, right? So the goalkeeper has to apply a force on the moving football so that it can stop it. You all must have seen a tin can, a cold drink can. Although it is not advisable to drink cold drinks in those cans because they are harmful to health, but then you all must have seen them. When you squeeze the tin can, you have to apply some force on it and it changes its shape. You must have also seen a sponge. A bath sponge must be there in your bathroom. That is, when you press it, it changes the shape. How does it change the shape? The air which is trapped inside it gets escaped and it changes the shape. Right? Let's see the next slide. Here comes balanced and unbalanced forces. Now this concept is very, very important. So let us mark it down. When two forces of equal magnitude but acting in opposite direction simultaneously on an object, then it continues to be in its state of rest or motion. जब दो forces लग रहे हैं एक object पे on the same time, when two forces are acting on the same object and the forces are equal in magnitude, what is very important to note is the direction is opposite and the forces are equal in magnitude. Then the state of motion or rest of the body remains as it is. That is, it does not changes because the net force is 0. जब दोनों तरफ से बराबर की force लग रही है in the opposite direction, then you only think what will be the net force? 0. So the object won't change the state of rest or motion. Now let us see an example. Whenever you push a wall, try doing it at your home today, and you will find that whenever you push a wall, the wall doesn't move. Will the wall move? No. Why? Because the amount of force you are applying on the wall, the same amount of force the wall is applying on you and therefore it doesn't move. So what are those pair of forces will be called? Balanced forces. क्योंकि देखो उनका magnitude is equal, the direction is opposite, then there is no net movement or there is no net stoppage of movement, right? Understood? Let us see the next slide. Next slide shares the example. You must have seen a tug of war, or maybe you have played it even. In a tug of war, there is a rope. See, I'll show you a picture. It's better to see a picture. Yes. Can you see the tug of war? Yes. There are two teams which pull the rope in the opposite direction. अगर forces equal हुई, दोनों टीम ने अगर equal forces apply किया, then will the rope move? No, the rope won't move. इधर से भी same force लग रहा है, इस side से भी same force लग रहा है, then the rope won't move. एक टीम ने अगर ज़्यादा force apply किया, then the rope will move in the direction of greater force. जिस टीम ने ज़्यादा force apply किया, that team will win. Rope will move in that direction. And that is called unbalanced forces. लेकिन जब rope move नहीं कर रही, then it will be called balanced forces. क्या कहेंगे? Come on, balanced forces. See, the rope here is not moving. Both the teams are applying force here also and here also, but the rope is still not moving. That means it is the example of balanced forces. Understood? Let's see the next slide. Unbalanced forces. Just the opposite of balanced forces. See, two forces, unequal magnitude, acting in the opposite direction on the object in the same time. एक ही time पे act करनी चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं है कि after 2 seconds the second force will act. No. On the same time and the object moves in the direction of larger force. जो greater force है उस direction में object move कर रही है. Tug of war का example दिया था मैंने अभी, है ना? अगर एक टीम ज़्यादा force apply कर रही है तो रस्सी किस direction में move करेगी? In that direction of the team which will apply greater force. तब क्या हो जाएगा? Unbalanced forces. Difference क्या हुआ? वहाँ पर इक्वल मैग्नीट्यूड था, अनबैलेंस में क्या है? अनइक्वल मैग्नीट्यूड, राइट? ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन उधर भी थी, इधर भी है. ऑन द सेम ऑब्जेक्ट, यस, ऑन द सेम ऑब्जेक्ट. ऑन द सेम टाइम, यस, ऑन द सेम टाइम. अंडरस्टूड? आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड दिस कंसेप्ट वेरी वेल. आई विल ट्राई टू क्लैरिफाई इट with the help of an example. See, a bicycle will slow down if the rider stops pedaling it. अगर आपको bicycle move करानी है, what do you need to do? You need to pedal it. आपने pedaling stop कर दी, bicycle will also stop. Why does it happen? Because you have to apply force on the bicycle to keep it moving. और force of friction तो लगेगी in the opposite direction, right? You must have studied the force of friction that acts in opposite direction of the motion. जब आपने bicycle की pedaling रोक दी तो dominant कौन हो गया? Force of friction. Force of friction dominant हो गई तो bicycle रुक जाएगी. bicycle को चलाते रहना है, क्या करेंगे? pedaling करते रहेंगे, force लगाते रहेंगे, right? So that the force of friction does not dominate. ये भी देखो unbalanced forces का example हो गया. Let's see a picture. Very beautiful. See, applied forces की direction ये है, हम apply कर रहे हैं force इस direction में through pedaling, है ना? Air resistance इस तरफ लग रहा है, friction उल्टे लग रही है opposite direction में. हमने force लगानी बंद कर दी, dominant कौन हो गया? Force of friction. bicycle रुक जाएगी. हमें बाइसिकल चलाती रहनी है तो हमें फोर्स लगाते रहना होगा, सो दैट द फोर्स ऑफ फ्रिक्शन डजंट डोमिनेट. आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड दिस कंसेप्ट वेरी वेरी वेल. Now there are some very important points, the gist of the lecture basically. So when balanced forces act on a body at rest, it remains at rest. मैंने आपको बताया कि जब बैलेंस फोर्सेस एक बॉडी पर एक्ट करेंगी तो उसकी स्टेट ऑफ मोशन चेंज नहीं होगी. अगर वो मोशन में है तो मोशन में रहेगी, रेस्ट पर है तो रेस्ट में ही रहेगी, बिकॉज देयर इज नो नेट फोर्स. नेट फोर्स नहीं है. बैलेंस फोर्सेस एक्ट कर रही हैं, दोनों इक्वल मैग्नीट्यूड है, ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन है, नो नेट मूवमेंट या स्टॉपेज भी नहीं होगा मूवमेंट का. देखो मूविंग बॉडी पे अगर एक्ट करेंगी तो इट रिमेन्स इन मोशन, है ना. क्लियर. लेट्स सी सम मोर पॉइंट्स. अब अनबैलेंस्ड फोर्सेस एक्ट करेंगी बॉडी पर, रेस्ट पर है तो मोशन करने लगेगी. कौन सी डायरेक्शन में? जो फोर्स की डायरेक्शन ग्रेटर होगी उस डायरेक्शन में मोशन स्टार्ट हो जाएगी. Unbalanced forces acts on a body, the velocity changes. What is velocity? Come on, answer that quick. It is speed and direction. When you consider the direction along with the speed, it is called velocity. Obviously unbalanced forces है तो डायरेक्शन तो हो गई. मैंने बताया था ग्रेटर फोर्स की डायरेक्शन ही नेट मूवमेंट, नेट फोर्स की डायरेक्शन होगी तो वेलोसिटी बढ़ेगी. ऑब्वियसली अनबैलेंस्ड फोर्स है तो वेलोसिटी हो सकता है घटे भी. इट मीन्स इट चेंजेस, द वेलोसिटी विल चेंज, द डायरेक्शन विल चेंज एंड द स्पीड विल चेंज, देयरफॉर द वेलोसिटी विल चेंज. वेलोसिटी चेंज को ही हम एक्सेलरेशन भी कहते हैं. चेंज इन वेलोसिटी पर यूनिट टाइम इज कॉल्ड एक्सेलरेशन. यस, सो it can accelerate or retard. Retardation is minus acceleration, right? Whenever the speed and the direction are in opposite direction, when the speed is in the opposite direction, it is called retardation. When the speed slows down, when you apply brakes, whenever you apply brakes to your vehicle, it retards, right? And acceleration is increment, right? So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed the lecture. Bye bye. Keep studying and don't forget to like, subscribe and share to my channel for recent updates. Bye bye. See you in the next lecture.